Have you ever wondered what happens when history's most legendary weapons are reborn in the modern age, only to fail in the most dramatic ways? Tonight, we journey into the world of Forged in Fire, where bladesmiths recreate iconic swords, sabers, and cutlasses, and then watch their creations face brutal tests. Some blades triumph, others shatter. And in these failures, we uncover not only the secrets of steel, but also the astonishing history behind the weapons themselves.
The story begins in the rugged Highlands of Scotland, where the Claymore reigns supreme. Towering at nearly 55 inches in length, this massive two-handed sword was the pride of Scottish mercenaries from the 15th to the 17th century. To wield a claymore was to declare fearlessness. With both hands gripping the hilt, a warrior could not carry a shield. Instead, he relied on sheer strength and the intimidation of a blade so large it was nicknamed the slaughter sword by English soldiers who faced it in battle. The claymore was not just a weapon, it was a symbol of Scottish defiance, immortalized centuries later in the film Braveheart, where William Wallace's legendary fight for independence was dramatized for modern audiences.
On Forged in Fire, bladesmiths were challenged to recreate this fearsome weapon. The tests were merciless. First, the pig carcass test, designed to simulate the devastating cuts of battle. One claymore bent under pressure, too flexible to slice through flesh. Another shattered when it struck bone. The judges shook their heads. "It will not kill," they declared. From the Highlands, our story shifts to the rolling seas of the 16th century, where a very different blade carved its legend, the cutlass. Short, broad, and brutally efficient, the cutlass was the sailor's weapon of choice. Unlike the claymore, it was not designed for open fields or sweeping charges. Instead, it thrived in the cramped chaos of naval combat. A sailor could hack through ropes, canvas, and even wooden barriers with its heavy edge. Pirates favored it for boarding actions, and navies across Europe adopted it for close quarters fighting. On Forged in Fire, the Cutlass challenge began with a test of strength. Blades were swung against wooden crates, simulating the barricades of a ship under siege. One blade chipped and bent, but still broke through. Another held strong, cutting cleanly. The final test was the kill strike against a ballistic dummy. One cutlass tore through the chest, proving lethal. The other left no visible mark. The final chapter of our story takes us back to the claymore, but with a twist that stunned both contestants and viewers. This was the Bulletproof Claymore Challenge. Each blade would be locked in a vise, and a live round would be fired directly at its edge. One blade split the bullet, another fragmented under the impact. Finally, the dreaded pig carcass test returned. One blade failed to cut, its edge rolled and dulled. The other, though plain and unadorned, cut cleanly. The judges delivered their verdict. It's not the pretty weapon that wins, it's the one that performs.